morning. This is Irmi from yoga.with.irmi in loving and sustainable self-care. Good morning, everybody. Today is Wednesday, 8:30 live yoga class here in the group every Wednesday and every Friday at 9 a.m. Central Daylight Time. So feel free to come and join and feel much better afterwards. Today our topic is yoga for a peaceful mind. Good morning, Jillian. Hi, good to see you. And it came to my mind, the topic. Today is a very important day here in the United States and maybe even for the world. We have a new president is getting sworn in, and I just would like to have, you know, the message of peace and calmness spread into the world, and it's always best to start with ourselves. So today our topic is yoga for peace of mind, or a peaceful mind, so we can just be calm and relaxed with whatever life is really bringing us our way. And sometimes we don't have a choice, but we always have a choice how we react and how we respond and what kind of energy we send out into the world. So this is the topic today, and like always, yoga just helps to relax the body, the mind. It affects the entire system. It affects all the layers of our being. So you can't really go wrong with practicing yoga, because whatever actually you need will balance out, even if it might be not the exact topic of the day. So let's get started. We come to the floor and onto the mat or pillow, if you use that. I use a little blanket, a folded blanket here at home, and then scoop to the edge forward on it, and then the hips drop forward slightly, and it just helps to release the hips, it helps to release the knees, and it's just more comfortable to sit like that. And you can always stretch the legs forward if that's needed. And let's come into a comfortable seat. Let the hands relax, your arms, your shoulders. And yes, take a deep breath in. Automatically, naturally, as soon as we bring attention to the body, as soon as we draw the attention in a little bit, the body starts to breathe deeper. And just because there is now attention. You can close the eyes if you like. Relax the eyes, the forehead, the tongue. So the whole face really can let go a little bit, the entire facial muscles. It helps to separate the lips slightly. Just a little bit, as if you could slide a piece of paper through the lips. And it's gonna just relax the facial muscles, the cheeks, the nose, even the ears, going into the throat and neck area. And just relax and breathe and become aware of the body. Your seat, your glutes, the sit bones, maybe the feet, everything that's touching onto the floor is the foundation of the easy pose. Yes, notice how your breath is just kicking in more and more, deeper and deeper. Just by sitting, just by relaxing and closing the eyes maybe. Now imagine on top of the head is an invisible string attached, and it gently pulls us up even a little bit more. That imagination helps to lengthen the spine. So we actually decompress the vertebra already a little bit. And then even more, the breath deepens. And let's begin now to bobblehead the head and the neck. Spine is nice and long, so on top of the spine now, the last part on the top, the neck, is starting to move in an irregular motion. So just let it move as it may. Not thinking how the movement should look like, but more allowing the body to move from its impulse, from the inner impulse. And another deep breath, yes. So it's more like a playful movement, not so much is it right or wrong. It's more like, just let me play a little bit. Imagine how a child would do it, like they would just start to bobble around, would start to laugh, and would just have a good time. So more in that sense, see if you can just let go and play. Yes, and deepest breath come out of the body. Deepest exhales. Telling us that we already start to let go of tension. I love this simple movement. I actually could do this for a long time. It's very calming, releasing, and it brings me into a really meditative state. So this alone could be actually a meditation. So now let's keep the movement going in the head, and now we're going to bring this bobblehead movement also into the entire spine, into the rest of the spine. So start to allow the entire spine to bobblehead. Irregular, impulsive movements. Like not really knowing what it's going to look like, not really knowing what it's going to feel like. An impulse from the inside, like the body tells us what it wants. Yes, the breath is very, very relaxing already. Releasing. Yeah, very nice. Face starts to relax more. It's very gentle, soothing, calming, loving movement, really. And now from this bobblehead movement, now we're going to create a circular motion. So now we have a different intention. Now we want to have it a certain way. And that's, the mind knows already what a circle is. So now we're going to come out of this irregular movement into a circular movement, into the Sufi grind. And just notice the quality, the different qualities of the movement. The first one was impulsive and irregular, which is perfectly valuable. It's very relaxing. And then now we go into a movement that we can preconceive. And it's a circle. And it's just a different quality. And just go into the Sufi grind. And allow the circle to get bigger and bigger. As much as you like. Keep the arms relaxed, the shoulders. Go on your own pace. And now pause and go into the other direction. So we keep on moving in this big circle that you created. Yes, or however big the size is for you. And now slowly allow the circle to get smaller. So we kind of circling in towards the center. Just like water is running down the drain, it starts out really circling in a big way. It also depends how much water it is, but eventually the circle gets smaller and smaller. And then when it goes all the way to the center, it's going to go down and disappear into the drain. So we're going to go into the center here. We're going to disappear into the spine line. And relax in the stillness. Yes, just a couple of breaths here. Yes, relax your arms, your shoulders. Very nice. Notice the solidity of your pose, your centeredness, your calmness already. Now let's bring the hands together, the fingertips, all 10 fingertips pressing into each other, the forearms parallel to the floor, shoulders relaxed, sternum slightly forward, so nice and long spine, and you can gaze to the fingertips or close the eyes, whatever you like. And we're going to do a breath exercise, a breathing technique, and we're going to inhale on the count of 5, hold the breath on the count of 5, exhale on the count of 5, and then we're going to repeat this a couple of times. I'm going to count for you, so you just focus on your breath through the nose, in and out, and let's begin. And inhale, 1, 2, 3, 4, 5. Hold. 1, 2, 3, 4, 5. Exhale. 1, 2, 3, 4, 5. Inhale. 1, 2, 3, 4, 5. Hold. 1, 2, 3, 4, 5. Exhale. 1, 2, 3, 4, 5. Inhale. 1, 2, 3, 4, 5. Hold. 1, 2, 3, 4, 5. Exhale. 1, 2, 3, 4, 5. Inhale. 1, 2, 3, 4, 5. Hold. 1, 2, 3, 4, 5. Exhale. 1, 2, 3, 4, 3, 4, 5. Exhale. 1, 2, 3, 4, 5. And release. Maybe you need to stretch the hands a little bit. And then relax and take a couple of breaths. Just feel your calmness, your centeredness, your peace. Just notice how the entire system is already letting go of tension and stress. And now we come slowly onto the hands and knees and into the table pose. Oops. Hands under the shoulders, knees under the hips, feet in line with the knees. And let's begin. Inhale, drop the belly, lift the chin nice and slow. So we want to stay in this feeling that we just created, this calm, sweet, soft, peaceful feeling. And exhale, opposite direction, cat stretch. Inhale, cat lift. Exhale, cat stretch. Inhale, cat lift. Exhale, cat stretch. Inhale, cat lift. Exhale, cat stretch. Inhale, cat lift. And on the exhale, curl the toes, send the hips up into down dog. Adjust the feet, soften the knees, drop the head, nice down dog, deep breath. Next inhale, cat lift. Lift the chin, drop the belly, and exhale, down dog. Next inhale, cat lift or hovering cat lift. You can keep the knees above the mat and engage the abdomen a little bit more. And exhale into down dog. Inhale, pick your cat lift, either on the floor or hovering. And exhale, down dog. And take a nice deep breath. Yes. Inhale, cat lift. And on the exhale, we're going to send the hips back into the extended child's pose. So we're not going all the way down. Just drop your head, stretch your arms, press the hands down. And then inhale. Maybe the knees have to come back a little bit, or the hands forward. And then on the exhale, we're going to roll the thighs towards the floor. Then the pelvis. Start to bend your elbows, draw the shoulders down, roll the spine down. Into a mini cobra. So come towards the floor pretty far. Next inhale, we press up. Come onto the knees. And exhale, send the hips back into the extended child's pose. And take a breath here. Inhale onto the knees. Exhale, allow the thighs to come down. Start to bend the elbows so the top of the shoulders draw away from the ears. Then the pelvis comes down, roll forward and into a mini cobra. Take a breath. Inhale, press and lift. Hips up, exhale into extended child's pose. Head is hanging, take a breath. Yes, release the exhale deeply. Next, inhale again onto the knees. Exhale, roll to the thighs. Pelvis comes down. Roll into the mini cobra. Take a breath, shoulders down. Inhale, press up. And exhale, press back. And this time we're going to go all the way into the child's pose. So you can open the knees if you need or like, towards the edge of the mat. Bring the arms down the forehead and take a couple of breaths here. And let's take one more breath here. Next inhale, let's come up. Hands and knees back to table. Exhale, adjust. Inhale, cat lift. Exhale, curl the toes and come into a downward facing dog. Drop the head. Hips come high, yes. Very good. Inhale, right leg out and up. Point and stretch on the right, softness on the left knee. Exhale, knee to forehead, forehead to knee. Inhale, out and up. Exhale, over to the left elbow or in that direction. Inhale, out and up. Exhale on the outside of the right elbow. Inhale, out and up. Exhale, lunge the right foot forward or walk into the lunge. So front knees over the front ankle, fingertips in line with the toe tips in the front. Back heel reaching back to lengthen that left side, or you can lower the left knee down for modification. And then we gaze towards the top of the mat to lengthen the neck and the upper spine. And take another breath here. Inhale, we step back into down dog. Exhale, adjust. Open the breath, open the chest, open the lungs, open the heart. Inhale, left leg out and up. Exhale, knee to forehead, forehead to knee. Inhale, out and up. Exhale, over to the right elbow. Inhale, out and up. Exhale on the outside of the left elbow. Inhale, out and up. Exhale, lunge forward or walk. Lunge on the other side. Remember, you see me mirrored. So my left foot is in the front, you see me doing the right. So that could be confusing if you don't know that, but that's Facebook Live mode. Gaze forward, lengthen the right side, and one more breath here. Next inhale, you step forward or walk. Exhale, forward bend. Inhale, reverse swan dive, arms come out and up, hands touch, lean back a little bit, and exhale, mountain pose, and take a breath. Feel the length of the body, your legs, your spine already opening, already a little bit taller, a little bit more expanded. And a little bit more peaceful. And peaceful doesn't mean that we are not, alert or not knowing what's going on. It's just reacting from a different place from the inside. It doesn't mean we are ignorant. It just means we react from a place of peace. Next, inhale, arms come out and up. Hands touch, slide back, bend. Exhale, let the arms slide down, roll the spine down, touch the floor. Inhale, we step the right foot back. Exhale, step the left foot back, plank. Modify if you need to, bring your knees down. Inhale, reach the heels. Exhale, we float down. Inhale, mini cobra, cobra. Find your cobra, arms close to the body, top of the shoulders, away from the ears. Exhale, curl the toes and come into down dog. Deepest breath. Inhale, right leg comes out and up. Stretch. Exhale, lunge. Inhale, reach the left heel back. Exhale, step to the top of the mat. Forward bend. Inhale, reverse swan dive. Arms come out and up. Hands touch. Back bend. Exhale, mountain pose. And take a breath. Inhale, arms come out and up. Hands touch. Back bend. Gets a little bit more elastic. Exhale, slide the hands in front of the torso, drop the head, roll down, touch the floor. Inhale, step or jump into plank. So you can bring one foot back at a time or jump. Engage the muscles, pull them towards the bones. And exhale, float to the floor. Inhale, mini cobra, cobra, arms close to the body, top of the shoulders down. Exhale, we curl the toes and come back to down dog. Adjust. And deep breath. Yes, letting go of tension, worries, stress. Next, inhale, right leg comes out and up. Exhale, lunge forward or walk. This time we place the back foot for warrior. So the back foot aims about 45 degrees in. And then if you draw a line, the front heel is in line with the back arch. Inhale, arms come out and up. Hands touch, warrior one. Front knee over the front ankle, back foot pressing down, back leg strong and long, arms up and alongside the ears, hips forward, and settle into your warrior one. And let's take a couple of breaths here. So make sure you're comfortable, the stance is right, you feel relaxed, sinking into your feet. And once we're in the pose, there's nothing really to do anymore, there's nothing to struggle about. We allow the pose to do the job of strengthening the legs, strengthening the abdomen, creating focus, and at the same time relaxing deeply into our strength. Inhale and exhale. Inhale. Exhale all the way down. Inhale, step into plank. Exhale, float to the floor. Inhale, mini cobra, cobra. Strong arms. But notice how the top of the shoulders are away from the ears. So if you squeeze like this, that means the arms need a little bit longer time to strengthen. So you need to bend the elbows and roll the torso down a little bit till you can hold the pose without squeezing into the neck. Because when we do that, we create more tension. Inhale. Exhale, curl the toes, come into down dog. Adjust. Usually we have to step in a little bit. Deep breath. Yes, allow the breath to deepen even more. Drop the hips from side to side. Keep the knees bent so you can drop the hips, and that stretches the torso sides. Head is loose. And deepest breath. Opening up more in the spine, in the rib cage. And let's come back to center. Next, inhale, left leg out and up. Stretch the left, soften the right. Exhale, lunge forward next to the left hand or walk. You place the back foot for warrior on the other side. Inhale, arms come out and up. Hands touch. Warrior one on the other side. Adjust yourself. So the back is long and pressing down. The front is bent. And the knees over the ankle. Arms up. Gaze at eye level. Relax into the pose. Yes. Feel the strength in your feet, your legs. Going into the abdomen and lengthening the spine. Strengthening as we hold the pose with easement. And a peaceful attitude, feeling. And you can also feel the little twist in the lower back, opening the lower back. Inhale. Exhale, we float down. Inhale, step into plank. Exhale, float to the floor. Inhale, mini cobra, cobra, arms closed, shoulders down, strong arms, chest, heart and lungs. Exhale, this time we're going to send the hips back into child's pose. And you always have the choice here to open the knees. It's going to help you to come down more easily. But if it feels good like this, with the knees together, then you can stay this way. So there's always options to make it accessible for everybody. And then the head rests on the mat or on the hands, or make fists and stagger them. And allow your head to rest somewhere. And let's take one more nice deep breath here. Next inhale, let's come up onto the hands and knees. Exhale, adjust into the table pose. Inhale, cat lift. Allow the belly to drop. Yes, just drop it down. Nice stretch in the lower back. Exhale, cat stretch, opposite direction. Pull the belly in, lengthen the arms. Inhale, cat lift. Exhale, cat stretch. Inhale, cat lift. Exhale, cat stretch. Inhale, cat lift. Exhale, curl the toes, send the hips up into down dog. Adjust your knees, soften them. Sternum is sinking a little closer to the floor, getting elastic. And now let's walk the dog, and we bend one knee and then the other, alternating as if you walk in one place. Yes, nice and heavy in the head, long neck. Hands are pressing down and forward. Feel the 10 fingers in your palms. And come back to down dog. Next inhale, right leg comes out and up, point and stretch. Exhale, lunge forward or walk next to the right hand, back foot for warrior. Inhale, arms come out and up, hands touch, sink into your warrior one, align the knee over the ankle in the front. Gaze forward, hips forward, nice, warrior one again on the other side. And settle in, make sure you feel comfortable, strong and relaxed here. Next inhale, reach the hands up. On the exhale, we're going to slide them down in front of the torso to the belly. And then a circle out on the inhale and up. Hands touch. Exhale, slide it down. Inhale out and up, soft circles. Exhale down to the belly. Inhale out and up, hands touch. Exhale, slide it down. Soft movement, peaceful movement. Inhale out and up. Exhale, slide it down. This time to the chest, into the heart center. Now this time, inhale, we're going to reach up and exhale, circle down. Back to the belly. Inhale, straight up, lengthen up. Exhale, circle down and back to the belly. Inhale up. Exhale, circle. Back to the belly. Inhale, stretch and lengthen gently. Exhale down. Inhale up. Exhale down. Inhale up. And this time exhale, we come all the way down. Inhale, step into plank. Exhale, float down. Inhale, mini cobra, cobra. Exhale, curl the toes and come back to down dog. Adjust your feet and take a breath. Yes, allow yourself to rest for a couple of breaths here in the down dog. Feel the expansion in the chest, in the rib cage, in the respiratory system. Inhale, left leg out and stretch the left, soften the right. Exhale, lunge forward. Next to the left hand, place the back foot for warrior. Inhale, arms come out and up, hands touch, warrior one on the other side. Adjust your knee, back foot, press it down, lengthen the arms, gaze at eye level, and stabilize into the warrior one again. Inhale and exhale. Next inhale up, and on the exhale we slide it down to the belly. Inhale, circle out and up, hands touch, exhale down. Nice and comfortable, soothing, soft movement. Inhale out and up, exhale down. Inhale out and up, exhale, slide down. Inhale out and up, exhale, slide it down. Inhale out and up, exhale, slide it down. Inhale out and up, exhale. We're going to come into the chest, heart center. So the hands line up with the sternum. Take a breath. Yes, notice how the whole body, the breath, the mind is relaxing more. This time, inhale, we're going to reach up. Exhale, side to side. Back to the belly. Inhale, stretch it up. Softly though. Exhale, softly come down in a circular motion. Belly, inhale, up. It's a very soothing movement. At the same time, strengthening the lower part of the body. Exhale, come down. So it's very calming, centering, grounding. And at the same time, softening. Inhale, up. Exhale, float down. Come back to the center. Inhale, up. Float it down. Exhale. And we go one more time. Inhale, up. Exhale, down. Inhale, up. Exhale, float the arms down to the floor. Inhale, we step into plank. So here we can strengthen, squeeze the muscles towards the bones. Exhale, come down. Inhale, mini cobra, cobra, strong arms. Exhale, curl the toes and come back to down dog. Adjust and take a breath. Maybe the arms stretch a little bit more, pressing forward and down with the hands. Soften the knees maybe a little more. Feel the spine lengthening here a little bit more. Breath opening more. Next inhale, we walk the hands back to the feet. Exhale into the forward bend. And allow the torso to hang. Wiggle the head. Relax. Inhale, let's roll it up. Keep the arms hanging, let the head hanging. Everything is loose, but the abdominal muscles pull in and allow the vertebra to stagger up. Arms come out and up. Hands touch, nice back bend. And exhale, forward bend. Soften. Inhale, halfway lift, hands somewhere to the legs. Torso about parallel to the floor. And exhale, fold. Bring the hands behind the legs, pull a little closer to the legs. Inhale, halfway lift. Exhale, fold. Inhale, halfway lift. And exhale, fold. Inhale, halfway lift. Now this time exhale, we're going to bring the right hand to the left leg. Left arm out and up, bend the right knee. So we are twisting away from the bent knee. And then inhale, halfway lift. Exhale, twist to the right. Left hand, right leg, right arm up. Bend the left knee. Inhale, halfway lift. Exhale, twist to the left. Look up to the left hand, bend the right knee. Inhale, halfway lift. And exhale, over to the right. Inhale, halfway lift. Exhale, twist to the left. So your right hand could be anywhere on your left leg. It could be in the thigh area, into the calf area, maybe in the ankle area. Inhale, halfway lift. Exhale, twist to the right. Inhale, halfway lift. Exhale to the left. Inhale, halfway lift. And exhale to the right. Inhale, halfway lift. And exhale, forward bend. Draw yourself down. Inhale, we roll up. Everything is loose. Come up with your belly strength. Arms come out and up. Hands touch. Lean back. And exhale into the mountain pose this time. And take a nice deep breath. Yes, allow the full breath. Allow yourself to be here on your feet in the mountain pose. Relax into the feet. Soften the knees a little bit so you can feel the feet. Yes, inhale. On the exhale, we're going to drop the chin. Let the head hang. Feel the stretch in the neck for a moment. And then roll forward and down. Hands come to the floor. Walk the hands to the top of the mat and then adjust into down dog. And take a nice deep breath here. Enjoying the full expansion of the body and the breath. Inhale, hips high. Exhale, we come down to the knees. Inhale, sit back. And still on the inhale, arms come out and up. Hands touch above. Exhale, bring the hands to one or the other side, to the floor. Swing the legs around. And we come into the seated position, into the staff position. Take a moment, relax your arms, your shoulders, turn the palms up. And just take a moment and take a little inventory of your inner world. How you feel is most important because it gives the barometer of what's going on the inside. The feeling is like the barometer, the temperature measurement. Is it down? Is it up? Is it somewhere in between? And just notice. Don't need to change anything. Just notice, observe, be aware of it. And let's say you feel kind of in the middle. Okay, I feel a little bit and let it go. Don't even hang on to it, because the next moment could be a whole lot different. But it's because we hold on to that thing that we notice, and if it's bad, we really like to hold on to it. But if you can just be aware of it, acknowledge it, and then let it go. Like, feel your next breath. It's new, it's fresh, it's a new moment, and take it from there. Feel the next moment. And then let that one go. Even if it's super good, even that one, let it go. Because the next moment, who knows, it might be even better. It might be different in some way. The problems happen when we hold on to whatever we notice. It might be, and a lot of times we love to hold on to the negative stuff. So a lot of freedom comes from being able to let go of what we actually become aware of. And then it can change on its own. Inhale. Exhale, we drop the head forward into the chest. And allow the head to hang. This is something I really like, actually. It's not just about stretching the neck, but also allow yourself to let the head hang. Like, this is such a taboo in society. You never can let the head down. Like, you always have to keep the head up. But sometimes here in yoga we can do things and we just allow it. It's okay. It's not going to be a bad thing. You just let the head hang. It feels really good to let the head hang. It doesn't mean that from now on we're going to always run around with a hanging head. It just means allow it just once. Yes, a nice exhale with it. And then let's start to roll down. Bring the arms forward in parallel, create a counterweight, or bring the hands to the floor if you need to. And we come all the way down and take a nice deep breath. Next inhale, bring the knees in. Exhale, wrap the arms around your shins, tuck the chin, let the spine sink into the mat. Allow the spine to relax. And then inhale in. Exhale, we're going to drop the knees to the left. Left hand helps them down, right arm to the right. Look to the right hand and we go into the spinal twist. It helps to lengthen the legs a little bit. If you can't let the legs come all the way down, that's going to lower them. Or you can take a pillow, a blanket, a block, and support your knees underneath. Where is my pillow? Like so. And it's just going to release the stress or the tension in your hips or in the knees, wherever it is. And you're going to be able to relax, because this is really a pose now to let go completely and allow yourself to rest and relax already, with giving the spine a nice twist though. up to center. Exhale, drop the knees to the right. Right hand helps them down. Take the pillow if you need it or whatever you use. Support your knees, look to the left, and we sink into the other side. Just a really nice, deep spinal twist, very gentle, very opening. Very relaxing, very peaceful. And let's take one more breath here. Inhale, let's roll up to center. Exhale, arms come alongside the body. You can also kind of scoop the hands under the buttocks like so. And we're going to stretch the legs up. Point the toes. So what the hands under the buttocks do, they support the lower back, and it's going to be easier to float the legs down. So start to float. You can press the hands and arms down wherever they are. This is just helping, you know, if you have already back tension, or if you have easily problems in your lower back, then I would suggest to bring the hands under the buttocks, or really anybody can do it. I like it honestly better than not. And it's not because I can't float the legs down, it just feels good. And there's still tone, we're still toning, we're still getting stronger. So even when we modify, we are still doing a great job on the body and on the system. And then maybe you want to hover over the mat for a breath before you come all the way down. And then release. Release the hands, the arms, the shoulders. Turn the palms up. Let the feet flare out. Roll the head from side to side. And relax. Bring the head back to center. Make sure the chin is tucked forward, neck is long. Close your eyes if you like. And we go into the relaxation phase. And feel the entire body resting on the mat. The back of the head, the shoulder blades, the back of your arms and hands, the glutes, the back of your thighs and calves and the heels. Sink, allow yourself to sink deeper into your mat. Feel the face relaxing even more, the tongue dropping to the floor of the mouth a little bit more. belly rises on the inhale, falls on the exhale. And feel that peaceful feeling on the inside of you. The gentleness, the kindness inside of you. And that's really the place where we want to react from, or respond from, I should say. From that peace, from that softness, from that kindness, that innate kindness, peacefulness, softness. And it doesn't mean we don't have an opinion, it doesn't mean we have passion, it doesn't mean we have a voice. It just means that we express it through this kind feeling or this kind attitude, that kind intention. It's just a different intention. It's not stripping us from our thinking, from our opinions, from our way, what we believe. It just delivers it from a different place with a different intention. And relax with the breath. Feel the softness on your face. The softness in your chest, from the chest expanding kindly and softly with your breath. And we are strong and centered at the same time. Those things are not contradictions. They exist at the same time, all the time. We just have to allow them to be there, all at the same time. We can be strong, we can be even passionate, we can be even fierce sometimes, but we still can have this kindness about it. And enjoy your relaxation, your rejuvenation, nourishing the entire system. Deeply, gently. Yes, let's take a little deeper breath now. And slowly roll over to the right side. Rest your head in your upper arm for a moment. You want to come out of the relaxation slowly. And whenever you're ready, slowly come back into the seated position. And we allow the eyes to slowly open. And this was our yoga for today. Thank you all for coming, for chiming in. Maybe you watch the video later. It's there all the time for the group members. So I changed the format a little bit. This is a free class, but if you want to leave a tip, you can. So I still have my link up there, but I used to call it donation based, and it feels a little bit like, you know, a little bit like an obligation, even though it's not. And I kind of feel like here in the group it should be a free event, a free service to the people in my group. But also, if you feel like leaving a tip, like for any service, you are welcome to. So I feel better about that, and so I just wanted you to know that. And then just a couple of words about the workshop on Friday. Some people already showed interest or signed up. If you need any help with that, just leave me a comment below and I give you more instructions how to sign up. It's next Friday at 6 p.m. Central Daylight Time. It's $60. It's about a 3-hour workshop about living and eating with the season. So you learn about Ayurvedic food and the seasonal foods. Ayurveda is really a science that teaches us about how nature works. That's why I love it. I love everything nature. I love to get closer to nature in many different ways. And to eat with the seasons is a very simple way to be closer to nature and also feed the body the right food at the right time of the year, strengthen the microbiome in the gut, and just help digestion a lot with it, and also get the right nutrients throughout the year. So I'm always very passionate, excited about that, and I want to really share it with whoever wants to listen to it, because I think it's so simple and at the same time it's so important. And it's just a way of learning about nature and about our own nature. So we will learn about our body constitution. That means how we are ticking actually, and what it means in conjunction with the seasonal foods. So I hope you have an interest. Let me know. Like I said, leave me a message below the video and I help you along. Okay? And have a wonderful day and namaste. Okay guys, have a great one. Bye Jillian. I see you soon.